Good evening. Welcome to a slightly different stream than is normal. We're going to be playing some Warhammer Total War. Basically, if you've watched the channel, you'll know that I'm a big fan of the game, and I don't really do any of the gameplay apart from a little bits of segments that we do in the game. So yeah, we're going to be playing some of this when we hang around for the next 3 hours or so. But yeah, I hope you're all having a good evening. I hope you had a wonderful week since we last had the live stream. But yeah, we're going to be playing not Vermintide. We're going to be playing a type of Vermintide. Hammond, thank you very much for your straight out the gate there. Thank you very much. What party does Icket Claw belong to? Democrats. It's not bad. I'd be quite interested to see what other rat puns we can come up and probably cheese puns as well. It's kind of the obvious one. Yeah, so basically, as the name of the stream suggests, I kind of wanted to play the game with a little bit more of an interesting flavor. I'm just going to play as Carl Franz, because everyone plays as Carl Franz. I'm going to play as Skaven, but I'm going to be restricted to only tier 1 units. Now, if you're unaware of what that means in terms of Warhammer Total War, basically the bigger the unit, the more impressive the unit, the higher the tier it is. Tier 1 is very much clan rats, Skaven slaves. I don't think there's any weapon teams at tier 1. We'll have a look in a second, but yeah, thank you very much. It's basically we're going to be doing as many hordes as we can. So we need to kind of think about how we're going to approach that. I'm going to be playing on legendary difficulty. Now, I am terrible at battles, so I do apologise if you're the kind of person who enjoys watching battles, but I absolutely suck at them. So I'm going to put battle difficulty on easy, and I'm also going to avoid them. I'm going to run an auto resolve, kind of just like that's the way I play. Unfortunately, I like the campaigns. The battles are good every now and again, but I think it'd be kind of boring with these kind of campaigns anyway. With just 20 stacks of rats of basic Skaven. Anyway. Let's get the game going. Hopefully, I've set this up correctly, so hopefully we can all actually see the game. We can hear it. Let me know if the volume's a bit too loud. I'll try and keep an eye on it. Right. Okay. So we've got the game. How's the sound there? If we've got the audio capture, might need to reset that one. Oh, hang on. It could be. Yeah, it should be. Right. Okay. How's the audio? Is it too high? Is it too low? Should be some sound. Quiet, okay. I mean, this... Basically, the sound seems to disappear as soon as I come off the window, so that might happen a few times. It's not like it's not required that will be the case anyway, so let me just adjust this cameras off because I'm going to be sitting a little bit there. Perfect. Right, so as I've said, we're going to be playing with the basic tier 1 units. That's the aim. So if we go on unit and spell browser, we can have a look at seeing what kind of units we are. I've tried to put myself up in the corner out of the way. So we've got the basic Skaven slave spears. You can see the little number 1 that's popping up in the back. So all these are completely usable, and then we start to get to warp grinders. No, none of those. No plague monks. I think we can use some of the basic Eshin units. Yeah, night runners with slings and night runners basic units, and that's about it. It's going to be very. I think we can use some of the basic beast units. Yeah, we can use wolf rats as well. So yeah, legendary difficulty campaign. We can use any leaders. I'm going to limit myself to 1 hero per stack, but I can have as many stacks as possible. Apart from that, anything goes really. It might be easy in some cases, it might be harder. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do nearly is going to need to pick a legendary lord. Should rename the Discord to this? I should do, that's a good idea. So the character that I'm kind of leaning towards mostly is Skrulk's kind of out the picture. Everything's a plague monks basically, so pointless. They're tier 2. Queek Headtaker, again, I think he's a fairly all-round character. Lots of pretty decent. Remy let himself go. Upkeep's pretty good for clan rats, makes it cheaper, but they're already pretty cheap anyway, and there's other research and stuff we can do to make them even cheaper. Deathmaster Snitch, not a bad choice. Again, we're only going to be limited to night runners, and it's just going to be all night runners, so I don't think there's anything there. I think the best option, and this is from a little bit of testing I did earlier, it's going to be Throt the Unclean. So Throt the Unclean has a few little extra abilities. He can mutate rats, so we can kind of buff those basic units a bit. So he also gets upkeep, lower upkeep for wolf rats. So let's just start. You can have a look at the campaign settings. We're going to play on legendary difficulty, as we say. Easy battle difficulty though. So yeah, we're just going to play as long as we can. Hopefully we can. Let's turn the advisor off though, because we don't want that. Right. Okay. Cool. Let's let's just make sure it's correct. Throw the unclean. Cool. All right. Let's get going. Let's give it a go. As always, if you've got questions about anything Warhammer related or the game, then feel free to ask them in the comments. Throt makes Skaven Slaves better with his flesh lab. Yeah, the lab's pretty cool actually. We'll have a quick look at it in the game. We'll kind of have a look at we'll try and get an idea, a strategy at first. It's not a great starting place. Throt the Unclean. He's right in between Chaos and Kislev, so I think we're going to need to make sure we try and stay on Kislev's good side. No, Chaos's good side, and kind of move south. I think going heavy on maybe just sending them money as much as we can is probably going to be the best. When we get more space Skaven, Catch-From bodies are waiting in anticipation for some transplants. You never know, maybe this will get me in the mood for doing some more Skaven kit bashes and conversions, so we will see. We shall see. So, right, as I said, this is the old world. We're up here, right up on the edge of the Chaos Waste here, just in the Kislev. So I've tried to position my little head, because I think this is kind of like the most inconsequential location, because if you click on a faction, then you get all this information. So I think that's the best place to put myself rather than down at the bottom. Anyway, right, so initial starting place, we have a Packmaster. Packmasters are pretty good for what we need. They also get bonus health because of the faction. These kind of things are going to be great. Minus 10 upkeep for Wolf Rats is going to be great for us, and also recruit rank. Master Molder will also increase the leadership and replenishment rate, and then we can go for probably Flesh Snatcher, which will give us better healing. So we're going to pop him with Throt. So let's pop him in there, and we'll join the army. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cheat for the first few turns, because if I just get out the Mutant Rat Ogre straight away, it's going to be very difficult, because I want to get rid of this first. What I'll do is I'll get rid of this this Kislev faction here, complete the mission, and just sit here and just for the first few turns just build up units. That's the best thing I think is going to be option. Hi Pete, catching live for the first time. I've been considering this game. How is the gameplay? Well, this is I don't know, if you enjoy Total War games, I enjoy it. I think it's probably one of the best of the Total War games personally, because there's a lot more mechanics going on. Each of the factions works very differently. The units are very different. Yeah, and it's like massive for the amount of areas and factions you can play. Big fan of Total War games. And I also think it's because of this game that we're getting the Old World, personally. I think if this game hadn't been released, I wouldn't be surprised if the Old World wasn't coming back. Anyway, waffling. So this is going to be where we're going to be doing some little tinkering with our rats. So you can basically unlock these different, I guess, this is like steroids for your rats, essentially. You can unlock different ones and give them different abilities, but if you have too many, then they can start to go unstable. So that could be fun. We'll see. I think there's a good one in here. This clone warfare. Yeah, so whenever Skaven slave units are recruited with between 1 to 5 random augments. So that's going to be really, really handy. That's going to be really good, because it's just going to make really cheap units a lot better and a lot worse potentially, but it's going to be fun. We're going to have as many stacks of these as possible. Right, so we only start off with the one settlement, as you always do. But this one's interesting because this is a single settlement in this province. There is no other settlements here, but we do have a few extra build options. I think I'm just going to go straight ahead and upgrade the main settlement building just to unlock the next tier. And then, now, this is where it gets interesting because a lot of the Skaven's technology is hidden behind these structures. So we can't actually do any research. We can't get any research started until we have this one. So Devious Plans is probably the first one to go for. It also gives a little bit of income, Skaven corruption, and also reduces recruitment costs as well. And that, which one was that one again? That was Devious Plans. So Devious Plans. Okay, so these aren't great, but they do start. It just allows us to at least get some starting points. It makes Skaven slaves a bit cheaper, reduces recruitment costs of Skaven slave units, and then this starts to help all of our main units. So this one gives Night Runners and Gutter Runners. Again, Night Runners are useful here, so this is good. Really, what I'm after is probably Ferocious Plans, I think, because this actually starts giving you a bit more strength for your Clan Rat units, which is what we were really going to be relying on, I think. So Ferocious Plans, which if I remember rightly is, yeah, so we need to get a tier 2 building at least, and then we also need to build the breeding stock because that unlocks Wolf Rats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's make a start on Rubbish Pit first. If you're on Space Skaven as Gene Stealer Cult, would it make a Cheese Stealer Cult? Yeah, I think that's what we've kind of come up to the idea with. So here we go. We're going to do some auto resolve shenanigans. Decisive victory. The great thing about this as well, because even if I lose a bunch of units, the units are always going to be incredibly cheap. Let's take the food initially. That'll be helpful later on. Okay, perfect. A little bit more food. We're going to drop back behind our territory, and that should boost our healing and also give us access to recruitment. We're going to go for, what have we got? So we've got shields. Let's get some spears in there, and then maybe a regular Clan Rat. Okay, that's it. First turn, nice and simple. Oh, we can make a start on this. Again, we really want to be even. I'm not worried about campaign movement, so this is a little bit redundant at the moment. Some of these later ones are always nice though. I really want to get as many bonuses stacked on those Clan Rats because they are pretty useless otherwise. So let's drop in there. The Packmaster is also ranked up, and let's go for growth because whilst they're sitting here, it's going to help grow this, help it. And then we also have this. So 20% growth, recruitment costs, Skaven corruption +3. Let's go for that one. I'm just thinking, let's get the corruption up high, and then it's going to be, it's going to increase our control and food generation as well, which is all good things. Remember to avoid fire damage. We don't want to see any pirates. Oh, they're all down here. Don't worry about that. They're all down here. Don't worry. All the Necrofax Colossus. Right. Okay. So first turn done. End of turn. I think we've got a good little setup for the next couple of turns. Like I said, the first few turns are going to be fairly dull. I think there's not going to be much going on. Will we get a Space Marine 2 stream when it comes out there? We might do, yeah. This is what I've got to be a gamer now. I've got to be a game streamer now. And then I can get all the Space Marine games then. So that's why I'm doing this. The only reason I'm doing it, because then I can be like, oh, give me some free games, guys. Give me some early access to games. That's what I want. No, I'm actually doing this because so I don't really have any time to do any prep, and I thought I wanted to do a game stream for a while, so I thought, well, let's go ahead and give it a go. I did do some game streams a long time ago. It's the first time I've streamed Total War. Right, so again, we're just going to be recruiting. Let's get some Skaven Slave Slingers just to give us a little bit more ranged, and then let's go for another Clan Rat unit. Again, straightforward, very, very quick. So we now have the ability to research Devious Plans. Now reduce our upkeep for Skaven Slaves, which will help later on. Income's pretty good at the moment. We have some pretty cheap units coming in, so by the time we've got a few more buildings coming in, the income's going to be higher. And yeah, I don't think income's going to be a massive problem in this. we obviously, the more stacks that we have, it increases the upkeep cost, so we need to keep an eye on that one. But the general units that we're running are all going to be very cheap. But anything that will reduces the... what rights do we have actually as well? Is anything here that's useful? This one, dominating scheme, is going to be useful at one point. Expansionist planning commandment over the province. Oh, that might actually be worthwhile at some point, fairly soon. Right, yeah, turn 2, very, very simple, not much at all. So this is... Normally I would probably just run down and grab this fort straight away, but I feel like I don't want to attack anymore with these rat ogres. I'm going to keep those in my roster for the time being. I'm going to rank up to 20 and I'm just going to kick them out as soon as I do. Right, we'll just wait. Play Dark Home and get a PS1. Play some really old... It'd be a niche at least. Some really old school Warhammer games. I've been pondering doing Seraphim Old Ones, and I finally figured out the faction to proxy them as Grey Knights. That's an interesting idea, yeah, because you have all that psychic abilities, don't you? You can have all the individual units flinging out psychic abilities. Okay, so we have Devious Plans. Upkeep minus 13% for Skaven Slaves and recruitment costs as well. So, it doesn't really change that because we've recruited. But we're going to go for... Can't do much at the moment, so let's just put some turns into Fight Dirty. It's quite a long research time, that is. Yeah, so there's still a little bit of recruitment to go. Let's go for... Yeah, so these are really cheap now. If you look at how 38 gold per turn upkeep for these, you can have loads of these. But we're going to go for the Clan Rats, I think. I might as well just go for spears. They're only a little bit more expensive and a little bit better. And again, really, really boring first few turns, so we're just going to try and get these out of the way as quick as possible. So yeah, as I was saying, towards the north of where we are here, all the Chaos Wastes and stuff like that, and Chaos tends to like to sweep down, I think we can expect Throg to probably come down and pick off these depending on how the game goes. Sometimes Azazel appears and starts to attack Kislev, and then I'm guessing I'm going to get war declared on me from these other Kislevite factions. Not too worried about this way. Chaos Dwarves around here, Orcs are a little bit further south. Yeah, it's mainly going to be... There's also a Kislev faction up here, but they never seem to do too well, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll see. We're going to keep in. We're going to go down towards the Empire. I think that makes the most sense. There's do some under empires as well. Right. Okay. So we can actually finally get rid of the rat ogres. Let's disband them. Yeah. And then the last two. Hang on. Let's see if we've got. No, we haven't yet. We haven't got enough in the. No, right, okay. So we're gonna keep him there. He's fully healed. We're gonna get 2 more units in, and then we're actually gonna start on the offensive then. Yes, let's get some more slingers. Why not? Oh, we've built as well. Right, okay. So 10,000 gold, pretty good. Let's go for that one. That'll unlock chieftains and also clan rats with spears. Well, with shields. We'll go for that one. And we also want this one. And that'll unlock ferocious plans and wolf rats. What else do we need? This is nice. Food generated, 3 control, growth juice, Skaven corruption, -5% for relevant for us. Everything else is after that. I'm not going to worry too much about that one. It's a lot of gold to sink in this early. What do we have here? Nothing worth taking. And let's go. Oh, so this one unlocks ruthless plans, which is actually... Yes, let's go for that one. Perfect. Let me know if I'm going too fast here. I feel like I'm just mentally talking to myself at the same time. Is this a preview for the new Skaven conversions? No. I should do some more. I have some ideas for the Poison Wind Globadiers, because Poison Wind Globadiers are incredibly expensive. Well, they're not Poison Wind anymore. They're Scryer Acolytes. So the Poison Wind Globadiers in the old world and in this game. But yeah, I think I had some ideas to play around with them actually to make them cheaper. I think for a full unit of them, it's ridiculous expensive. So. And I'm surprised the unit's still around. I can guarantee though, as soon as I kit bash some Poison Wind Globadiers or something like that, I can 100% guarantee Games Workshop will announce that they are releasing new ones. Right, so we finally have our Tier 1 stack. Everything in here is Tier 1, and from now on I'm no longer allowed to have any non-Tier 1 units in here. Fort Stragov has been left open. We're just going to go straight to that. No messing at all. And we're going to take that over. Easy peasy, auto resolve, and we're just going to occupy it at level 1.
That belongs to proud Kislev.
Not anymore. Okay. What do we want here? Not much at the moment. Let's just build a clan pit. Okay, so we've got some rankings. Let's get Pack Leader up there. Try and build up those abilities as fast as possible. And we also have the Pack Master as well. Income from post-battle losers increased. But yeah, let's take that. Easy choice there. So this is what I'm saying. So we've got Azazel here. He tends to send some forces down to here. Now, I'm not particularly eager to go into war with the Great Orthodoxy just yet. I forgot the name of them. But especially when we have this then. Now the problem is with this, I will not be able to capture this myself. I will probably go down here, and compared to the garrison, this is obviously a walled city. It has walls. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit this unit next to him. We're going to sit him just here. And we're going to raid, and we're going to try and bait them out. Whilst we do that, I'm going to actually set up a second lord. Now, this is interesting. Warlock Masters are not going to be useful at all here. Most of their benefits are for engines, so I think a generic Warlord would be pretty good. Maybe a Master Assassin. Maybe a Grey Seer. I'm trying to think mainly about the benefits. Let's go for... Let's keep it easy. Keep it straightforward. He's got sharp teeth. Melee attack 8, armor piercing, weapon damage. Oh, this was a guy who's got higher loyalties. That's another thing to worry about as well for Skaven, keeping their loyalty up. Second Lord, we're going to get some Skaven slaves just to bulk out his roster there, nice and cheaply. Okay. I think that's everything. Oh, we need to change this as well. Oh, not yet. We haven't unlocked it. As soon as that building is complete, which it'll be next turn. I'm going to leave that for time being. Perfect. So you can see the cost isn't... It's gone up a little bit because we've got 2 armies now, but this just gives me a little bit more protection on this flank and allows me, if I can't get him to bait him out, it's another stack that I can swarm here with. The only thing that I might need is later on is some Warlock Engineers, because Warlock Engineer is the one who can settle under cities. Hammond again. Thank you very much. Which Skaven are Khajiit scared of? Wolf rats. And that's merging of two universes there, 2 very different universes. Thank you very much. Keep in the puns. Thank you very much. Pete the Pied Piper, King of the Rats. Yeah, no rat ogres here. No warlock engineers with their cutting war machines or anything like that. It's all filling as many rats as them as they can until they get drowned. The literal vermintide. Loyalty and Skaven don't do well together. They don't indeed. They don't. It's just going to be more difficult to worry about when we've got quite a few. Generally speaking, though, if you keep them fighting and don't let them get too... What's this? Embed a Warlock Engineer here until the Warlords follow it. It's not a bad quest. I don't really need a Warlock Engineer. Right, so now, this is what I was saying. So, let's see if Azazel's happy with me. Attitude's improving.
Painfully obvious.
I might send him a little bit of money. Yeah, okay. Let's send him just a little bit, just to get him on a good side. He should...
Such perfection.
There we go. So it's improving to 19. I reckon by the time we get to 19, as long as I keep attacking and raiding, we should get quite friendly. There's not much of an aversion with Chaos factions, which is quite good. And then we're just going to raid. So, for those who are not aware, this basically sits me in the province, and I start stealing their money, and I will also start incurring penalties on their own province, so if they don't come and sort me out. So they're going to try and... You can usually bait them out quite easily, and what I expect happen is, on my own, depending on how close I am, I might be able to get reinforcements from here. Possibly not. If I do, I reckon I can tip the balance. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm just going to... Oh yeah, look at this. We've got all these now. Before I forget, let's go for this. Right, so Ferocious Plans. We're going to go for that one first, because that's going to give us the recruit rank for Clan Rats. Let's check the old Flesh Laboratory. Are we ready for anything yet? No. So we're waiting for this here. So this is the growth that every time we kind of... Each turn we get some stuff, and from battles and stuff like that, you get this thing called growth juice, and there's buildings that you can get. And then once we get to this first layer, I can essentially empty the growth vat, and I'll get to claim a bunch of free units and some of my augmentations. Not if you hang on and you kind of wait for it, you get more. But again, these are all higher tier units, so I'm just going to keep dumping them out at Wolf Rats, and hopefully that'll be enough. We've got some mutations though. Let's have a look. We've got a couple of units which have got a little bit of rank here, so maybe we should give those some... What options do we have? So we have Stalker Senses, Stalk, Spell Resistance and Armor, Passive Ability Frenzy. So Frenzy will give them base weapon damage of 10%, armor piercing damage, and immune to psychology. Leadership is higher than 50% of base. Okay, I might... Let's give them that. Let's give these guys Frenzy. I don't think it's worthwhile for the spell resistance. Yeah, we'll keep it as is for the time being. Garrison Lord not moved. Let's give him... Well, Wolf Rats are quite expensive actually. That's interesting. Let's give him a little bit more defensive capabilities in the form of some Clan Rats with shields. Yeah, we've got the money. Let's go for it. Nudok Prime, thank you very much. £2. Is an Overwatch 2 Reinhardt kit bash possible? Now, if I'm not mistaken, is Reinhardt... I'm not super familiar with Overwatch, to be fair. I recognise the name. I think I might know who Reinhardt is. Oh yeah, it's like kind of like a mech knight. Yeah, I know the one. That's an interesting idea, actually. Definitely, I think it's something kind of there, isn't it? Maybe not in a straight up kit bash, but I think maybe that kind of mech armor looks pretty cool. I've got some ideas for a Votan mech, which might sit quite nicely there. So this maybe isn't having the desired effect. We've got another stack popping up here. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. What do we have? Maybe I'm gonna sit defensively on this one. We can always run away with Thrive if we have to. Let's build up this. We've got plenty of income still, so I think we can get away with hiring a few more. Let's give him some Wolf Rats and then a couple more Skaven Slave Slingers. One more turn for Ferocious Plans. Okay. Do we have enough? Do we have enough yet? Maybe next turn. We'll see. Lord's not moved. No, we're going to keep him raiding. Bam. Cool idea would be an Imperial Knight infested by Skaven. That'd be pretty cool. You could have like, I mean, you could go two ways. You could kind of have like a flesh abomination thing, like with, well, with Throttle the Unclean actually. Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted. So they've attacked me. Now this is going to be a Pyrrhic victory, but it's only going to say if I do this, you can see that it's. Oh, here we go. This is why. Perfect. We're going to lose some settlement garrison. That's fine. We're going to take it. We did it. The plan worked. Let's go for... Money is going to be nice here, but army replenishment is... Nah, it's 4% is nothing. Let's go for unit experience, because I feel... Okay, so that is exactly what I wanted. So as long as I can kind of get to them, get to their main faction, I should be able to take that. There we go, perfect. Growth VAT batch available. So Azazel still hasn't popped down here, so we might be able to time this quite nicely. I don't think I can take them on in my current state. There's still a lot of... So that's garrison. You know what, let's just... the regeneration's really poor here. Let's... Okay, so as I was saying here, so we've got the VAT now. So if I empty the growth VAT, a couple of things are going to happen. We're going to get some wolf rats. So, optimum batch. You have emptied the growth VAT to reveal the optimum batch of monstrous specimens. Your freshly grown units are now ready for immediate recruitment from the growth VAT recruitment panel. So we've got 2 Skaven slave spears, 2 wolf rats, and a poison wolf rat, along with 100 mutagen as well. So I drop back into the flesh laboratory, so we should have it unlocked to the next level. So this is what I quite like, the idea. These two here. So Clone Warfare will basically, whenever I recruit a Skaven slave unit, they'll get 1 to 5 random augments, which is pretty fun. And then this one's pretty good as well. And so there's this one. All 3 of these are pretty good, to be fair. Let's... Oh, hang on. For 20 food, casualty replenishment rate... Oh, just for wolf rats. So I'm going to go for this one. We've got 12,000. It's got it. Confirm. Done. So, right, so if I go into recruit from the growth VAT, you can see that I've got 2 Skaven Slave Spear units, and I also have 3. So I can basically consolidate a few of these units here. Let's consolidate. So the night runs are pretty good, actually. Let's consolidate these. Let's, yeah, consolidate those. So that's gives me 2 units. So let's take these, recruit. And then we're going to do these as well. This gives me another 2. Right, so you can see that these rats have been born with augments. And these are really nice ones, actually. Look at that. Spell resistance, they can stalk, they have vanguard deployment, they have armor, melee, and armor piercing weapon increases. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, that's the best one. And they're not unstable either, I think. This one has no augments, though. So we still have... I think we have 1 more in the growth vat. Or am I confused? Yes, we have 1 more wolf rat unit, so we need to find another one from here somewhere. If we combine these 2 clan rats, perfect. There we go. So, even though we lost quite a bit in that last turn, it's not too bad. We have managed to replenish it, and we've also got some nice skill points here. Let's go for the post-battle loot. Is quite nice, as is the growth increase, especially in the turns I'm just going to be sat there. Right, Throttle the Unclean. You have a few options. We're going to take Route Marcher now, just to get that extra distance. We're definitely going to be increasing Pack Leader, and we're also going to be... Let's go for this one. This will give us a bonus charge for Wolf Rats. We'll take that. Lovely. And yeah, pretty good turn. We did exactly what we wanted. So far, so good. And we've also started to unlock the increases to the income from post-battle loot plus 5%. That's good. And yeah, recruit rank for clan rat units. Perfect. Howdy, Pete. Are you planning on using some cheesy tactics? Of course, of course. We're going to be overwhelming our enemies with as many rat units as possible. So we've got Skaven slaves. So these should be... Let's grab 4 of those. These should be now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if they're just from the VATs. If I remember, look at the laboratory. Skaven slaves are recruited with between... Yeah, so anything that's recruited now. So yeah, that's perfect. And yes, Throt's just going to sit there. Maybe just for a turn. I think we can probably just about reach the fort. So by the time they actually get another lord or anything like that, we should start being able to rock on over there. I don't think I'm missing anything. Food situation is pretty good. Income could be higher, but it's not bad. We'll go from here. Is this what it feels like to live in New York City? I wish they because like the random things that I ended up watching. It was like a documentary thing of following rat catchers around DC. I'm like, one of them literally just uses dogs. It's like, you're thinking this is like New York City. It's like one of the main cities in the US, which is like supposed to be this like pinnacle of Western advancement and everything. And then you literally you just literally have a guy who's like acting like it's the 14th century, just roaming around the streets with dogs catching rats. It's a strange place. Okay, cool. So we've got some little bonuses there. Mormal has got... oh, this should be easy. Recruit 30 new units. Okay, so you can... Yeah, as suspected, we've got another leader that's been spawned here. I'm going to try and get over here before he ranks any units. I think... Can I get there if I march? I could get there. It's not ideal, but let's go for it. Let's try and take Fort Ostrosk. There we go. Perfect. Decisive victory. We don't even need to build siege weapons. Auto-resolve. Perfect. So I've actually got quite a lot of food here, so I'm going to... Skaven are really good because what you can do is they have the food mechanics, so you have to keep up the amount of food, and the more units you have and the more the larger your forces are, obviously the more food you need to keep everything happy. But one of the benefits of food, you can sacrifice food to occupy a city at a higher level, so you don't have to wait for it to grow naturally. You can just kind of go into it, and if you really want to go crazy, you can like get a rank 5, but it's going to really drop me down here, put me in a food shortage, which isn't ideal. Put simply. Oh, I could go for a rank 3 though. That's not bad. Definitely 2. So what am I losing there? Okay, let's go for that. "13th scheme, right unlocked." Okay, so this is one of these rights here. 13th scheme. That'll give me diplomatic relations with the Skaven. It'll increase my loyalty, chance to increase my loyalty with my lords, and also hero and enemy hero actions are increased. And we also get a Molder Clanstone ability, which is a healing. Won't matter to me because I'm scared of battle modes. And yeah, we have all these options. This is pretty good. So we have an arcane generator. This is going to open up some... So we're definitely going to need at least one of those. What else do we have access to? Rank 2. Kind of pointless. It's not a bad option, just to get access to virulent plans. What are we on? 921. Maybe we should look at getting anything that'll give me income. What's going to give you the most income here? 80 income with growth. Actually, that's not bad. That's not a bad choice. We can get rid of this straight away. We don't need 2 of those. I think, yeah, we can rank up to 3. So we've got this one in Fort Straghoff. So we can get rid of that straight away. I might build some defenses. We'll see. We'll see. We might need them. Skaven corruption, income from all buildings, local province. Okay, so we won't do much on its own, but we want some income, and these buildings give income as well. Let's go for this one first, and then let's go for this one for now. And we shall send this guy back up here when he's done. Oh, he's also ranked up. Lovely. Let's give him Inspiring Presence. Ratatouille. I should have worn a chef's hat for this. That would have been... You could have done like Skaven controlling a human playing Warhammer Total War as the Skaven. Right, so we have a couple of skill points to distribute. What do we have here? So we have Looter, Ancient Cunning, Bondage Service. That's not bad. This is an interesting choice. I think Skaven Corruption is generally better, especially from where I'm going. It might be useful near where the vampires are, but not hugely worried about that just yet. I might just go for this one. This is going to give me a little bit extra leadership and melee attack for clan rat units. But then I've got quite a few wolf rats in my army now. Increases speed. These are pretty good as well. What's rank 2? Reload time reductions. Skaven Hell's Kitchen. I'm going to go for pack leader on that one. And then this guy, what's he got? Will increase his combat abilities. Perfect. He also needs to rank to... Should we give him a Scave? Scave? No? What are we missing? Let's get some Skaven Slave Slingers. They should be recruited with some extra stuff as well. So this guy's really unstable at the moment. Casualty replenishment rate minus 10% at the moment. And he has 50% chance to gain more instabilities with every additional augment applied. Okay. We might need to get rid of that one. That might be a little bit too unstable for what we need. I think that's everything.
My lord, a rival power desires a change.
Yep, as suspected, Kislev has declared war on me. So they're going to be probably my biggest problem. It really depends, because sometimes the diplomacy goes really well with the Empire, and sometimes they remain very isolationist. And if they do remain isolationist, you can pretty much pick them off. Especially if I'm going to check on my relationship with this Demon Prince Lord of Slaanesh. What's your second favourite faction in Total War Warhammer? I don't know. I like the Vampire Coast, but I just liked building Necrofax. I'm not going to do that because it means involving showing you guys how bad I am at battle mode, so that's definitely not going to happen. Also, I'm not playing a battle with that many Skaven slave rats, as I'll see. Okay, so we're still healing. Prague is an interesting place to capture. I'm not going to go too heavy on the capturing though, really, because I don't want to. I don't need loads of faction, loads of. Maybe I'll change my mind. Let's speak to Azazel. How are we doing? We're still not able to get a non-aggression pact. We can, but it's going to cost 5,000. I'm going to wait. I reckon we can get that high. Yeah, we can leave that. I don't think he's going to attack me before now. Winter Tooth. Let's take that.
Fighter.
So it's at least a temporary. We can temporarily ignore that top right. Because he's going to try, and inexperienced tends to move down this way and move towards that way, capturing some of these factions, but we'll see. Was Slaanesh and Warhammer Fantasy birthed in the same way as it is in 40k? It's weird, isn't it? Like, anyone who... The kind of the lore between Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Fantasy is unusual. I think there's definitely... I forget now, but there's definitely ties to the whole... elves and how they were formed, so I think it's a bit more complicated than this, but I think there's definitely a link to the elves in the same way that there was a link to the Eldar and Slaanesh. But there's also that kind of brief idea that was going around in the universe that there was that the world of Warhammer Fantasy was actually a warp storm cut-off planet in the 40k universe. It was kind of prevented to reach from any faction, but it had humans and it had orcs and stuff like that, and that's kind of why you had these different factions that represented the same as they did in the world. So yeah, it's interesting really, but I'm sure someone else will be able to tell me. Playing battle mode with low tier Skaven units is pure chaos. It suits the lore and it's entertaining at first, but it becomes frustrating later. Exactly. I'm terrible at battles anyway, so I thought I'm just going to avoid it completely. Because the thing is, as well, I just can imagine my computer just exploding as well, with just that many hordes of rats just running across battlefields. Because most of the time, I think once I've got this guy's stack, I'm going to try and get 3, have 1 just to kind of hang around and take off and take on anything that kind of comes along to.
I lead.
Is he? Why is the thing is so low there? Growth is terrible as well. That's really bad. I need to do something about that growth. Let's change that. So at the moment, we still have these. And ideally, if I can get these 2 factions, I'll have 2 extra settlements, and I'll have this entire province then, which will be handy. Erangard. Can I build an Erangard? Yes, I can build an Erangard. That's interesting. Prague doesn't have anything. Okay, so what do we think? What are we thinking now, chat? Should we expand towards the west and go after not Rasputin?
In Orson's holy name, you must suffer and die.
It's friendly. I feel like he's going to be a thorn in the side if I don't. What's his relationship with...
Respect and revel in what could be yours to serve.
Doesn't like them. That's good. So I reckon if I take them on, I reckon I can probably... My worry is Kislev. They're still a little way away though. What are they rank-wise? Strength rank 14. There's a little bit of a difference in the strength ranks there. Yeah, hopefully they're going to be kept busy by other factions. I might recruit a hero just to keep an eye on where they're coming. Let's see. Can we recruit any heroes yet? Okay, so we recruit chieftains. So chieftains can do block armies, which might be useful. Might be useful. How much is it going to cost? 260 a turn. Not ideal. Okay, let's take a chieftain. I would prefer maybe something else, but I think we need some eyes down here just to keep an eye on. And I think I'm going to move towards here. That seems like a really easy settlement to take. So let's move. He's really, really slow at replenishing, but I think I can probably improve that later levels. I reckon it'd just be quicker to combine these. But I can't. Yeah, let's combine these 2 units. And then just build a fresh unit. That'll be much quicker. Yeah, that'll do. Got some building upgrades, nice. Okay, so this increases replenishment rate. I'm also low on food as well. What gives me food? Does anything give me food? It doesn't. Or does it? So the settlement buildings give me food capacity, but they don't actually generate any food. What would win, all the Skaven or the UK? Probably Skaven, I think. I don't think... We don't have much that could take them on apart from mousetraps, I think. Maybe some of that blue rat poison you can find. We're not going to do very well, I think. Isn't the thing give you food? Is that... Am I correct in thinking that? That's just like make it too easy, I guess. Okay, so we're just going to have to... yeah, there's probably not much point building anything, because at the moment we're on a 10% increase. Why is he not in... What's going on here? Why is he not in there? Okay. Let's write that in that turn. Oh, the Under Empires give food. You're correct. Yes, you are correct. I think I need to get the Under Empires bonus where you can get the one where it tunnels into other neighbouring provinces and it just can kind of spread through. Okay. Right, so let's get this guy in here because the order is terrible. We need to get some guy in there. We're going to send this guy down towards the south, and the order is still terrible. It's still not improving, even though we've got... Oh, it is now. Okay, cool. That's better. So this could be... Let's have a wander over here. He's not at war with me. Oh, okay. Azazel. I think I might have left it too late. I reckon he's going to try and capture this. Is he friendly with me? Yes. Yes, he is. Look at that. We can get a pact and we actually get him to give us a whole 65.
Just ask Sigmar.
If we take that off. And we can get... Oh, perfect. If I take that off. Oh, okay. I give him 35 gold and I get a trade agreement as well. Perfect. There we go. So we've pretty much got a fairly secure northern flank now. There's not much. It's mainly going to be a problem to the south and west. So, yeah, if we can take out these guys, then it's mainly Empire along this coast here. But quite often you find that the... what's his name? The Nurgle guy who lives here, he tends to keep them busy. It's a good spot to be in if you're playing as Chaos. There's a lot of Chaos factions here, which are all... As long as you can stay on the good side. Skaven don't make food, they catch it and rip it apart. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so he's going to declare war on me now. Perfect. I thought he would do. Is he going to attack me straight away? Ideally, Azazel would be hanging around with me. We could team up. This is the only thing about playing Immortal Empires on Warhammer Total 3. You literally have 3 games worth. You have the entire old world. So Krakadrak's been destroyed, and we also have recruit ranks. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take this out. So even just the Kossars are going to be.
No higher power than I.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to scuttle away. There's not much I can do. I was really hoping that Azazel was going to come down and help me out, but I think I might need to send in... Oh, no!
The Ice Queen bows to no one.
This is when things start to go bad. Okay, so let's send Throt back. Let's send him over to as close as he can to the settlement. And what's the best option here? What can I do? I can block or wound. That's not going to happen. Too low. Let's make him join this army. Let's at least... It's going to be the end of the game. I'll just save it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, what if we survive this, what can we have? Casualty replenishment rate. I think I need that. Yeah, let's go for that one. Oh, food, ruthless plans, food generated, gives me +1. I'll take that one instead. Ignore that. It's not good times. I was hoping Azazel would attack me. I expected that. Fully expected that. It's not good. Oh, and now she's decided she doesn't want to attack me now. That's great. Oh, Azazel, where's he going? Is it Azazel? Am I getting... Is it Azrael? Oh, it's Azazel, okay. Okay, that's not too bad. we lost a province. I think...
Very well.
I think he's heading down this way. He's going to have a choice now. He's either going to go for Straghoff or he's going to head down to Prague. I don't know why he would be here. So he's got... He's technically trespassing. Oh, yeah, he's trespassing at the moment, but he is friendly. I'm just going to let him do what he wants. He can trespass all he wants. I don't really mind. Let's try and... Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to save. Oh no, you can't quick save on legendary. I forgot. So, I think with 2 and a bit stacks, I think I can do it. Is there any regiments that are renowned which are leveled? No, I don't have any of them anyway. Do I have any? I don't have anything of that.
Twisted flesh.
Okay.
Purest warpstone.
Oh wow, these are really unstable now. Let's go for it. Let's just try it. We can see. We can always retreat. If we set him there, and we get Throt.
Bifurcate. Transplant.
Oh, decisive, nice. Perfect, got some food as well. We're just going to occupy level 1.
You make an enemy of his life.
We also defeated Consolidating, which gives us flaming attacks. Nice. And hopefully... Oh, let's pop him down here. Let's just to give his eyes down there. She's not in range, I don't think. Or maybe.
I serve only the motherland.
Let's build some castle walls. I reckon that's going to happen quite often.
Most masterful of masters.
Yeah, you get a rank up, and we're going to give you Root March as well. Throts, what have you got? What have you got? What's this one? Income. So I need to get rank 12, and that'll give me access to these. I always like these. These are pretty cool. Okay, that was a good turn. It was
Even great clans answer to me.
Oh, this is interesting. Recruitment costs for Skaven and growth. What will that get me? Let's go for replenishment instead. Not terrible. Not a terrible turn. We've got plenty of money, so I might just rank that up. Hopefully we can build this. I really hope Azazel isn't going to attack me. Can we get another lord? Not yet. We're not earning quite enough yet.
Destined to lead rule.
Let's take them. I think we might need them. And repair that.
Our clan will rise.
Oh wow, look how many I can recruit per turn. He's going to get a whole bunch of slaves because they're cheap. Imminent rebellion. Oh no, just what I need. Where's Azazel gone? Who are these? Oh, are these the rebellions? Yeah. Great. Where's he gone? Where has Azazel gone? Okay, it's not a good situation to be in. We've got
Hand the Tsarina. The Ice Queen
yeah,
bows
not
to
ideal.
no
Tsarina is not a good person to have on my doorstep. Let's see if I can block the army. Failed. Great. Three more turns until that can be built. We can just send this way back. I think we're going to find that we're going to have to just... Can I take on that here? Let's head down here. Ideally, if I can take out the stack, that would be perfect. And getting rid of these guys is going to be probably pretty quick, because they could really mess me up. Do we have enough in the vat to get some more stuff, though? Not yet. Next turn, we'll get there. We'll get some more stuff coming out. That was expected. Oh, we just raided it. They actually captured it. That's good. I was hoping that the Chaos players would be, the Chaos factions would be a little more proactive, but they kind of just seem to be sitting happy with just me just taking on as much of the Kislev and the Dwarves as possible. Let's see if I can wound. Critical failure. Great. Not a good start. Now, so we've got this guy up here. I think that's the only stack that they have at the moment, because I killed one of them. No doubt they'll be building another one down at Erengard. Fort Estrusk. I might just sit pretty. I don't think it's worth going after them just yet. I might just sit here for a little bit. Give him some Skaven rats and then Throt. I could always go after them. It might shift them. Oh, that wasn't very good. Oh, it's because I'm recruiting. Okay, so let's see if I can... They're not particularly... I mean, these are going to be tougher, but I feel like if I can get rid of them, at least it knocks them down a little bit. Gives me some breathing room. Let's try again. Close victory. Okay, that's better. Let's go for it. Let's take it. I'll take a close victory just to get it off my doorstep. Replenishment's really bad. We'll take the treasury.
Too many slaves to feed.
Send him back. Throt.
I agree.
Begone.
Is he just going to keep recruiting?
I will not shame my clan.
I love the voice acting for the dwarves. Okay, Throt, you ranked up. Let's give you rally. These will be useless for the time being, so let's keep you at that for the time being. Packmaster, have you unlocked anything interesting? Not just yet. Let's go. Oh, Snicky or Trixie? Let's give him missile resistance. And what about you? You did good. Let's get you some increasing in pack leader. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Not the worst turn. Managed to get Tsarina out of the way. This guy is going to be problematic. I'm hoping he just kind of decides to go after Azazel or Throg or something instead. That'd be
I
nice.
see your whims trapped behind your heart.
Is there anyone who wants to deal with me?
Kislev.
No peace treaties. Nothing.
Damnation.
Okay. This is the problem with having two Kislev factions on your doorstep. They both want to kill you straight away. And there's also three, actually, because Prague is technically a separate Kislev faction. So this is going to be interesting, I think. You can really start seeing the count. I think we start off at like 230 factions, and you can just watch it count down as the individual factions get deleted. Right, we're at full food. That's good. And this guy's going to need to go. I can't have him on the doorstep. He's just raiding and just... There. A little bit of food for the old rats there. Chow down on some dwarf flesh. Lovely. You reach maximum food. Good, 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 good. We'll take the replenishment. Oh, that's a couple of units then, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Taylor's all this time. And, if I'm not mistaken... Oh, okay, oops. I did a bit of a problem here. I wanted to... Should have done the wolf rats sooner.
Me forget whose brain mind me used.
What are these? Recruit rank for all... Oh, I should have... Have I got food? I've got plenty of money. Let's go for that one. So this should give me immediate access to some good units, which is ideal, because Throt has lost a few units. So let's recruit from the growth vat. Don't need rat ogres. Rat ogres are useless, so that was pointless. But we can get some Skaven slaves. We're probably going to get loads of lovely enhancements. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not... They're pretty strong, but they're very unstable. This guy's got 7 augmentations. No, that's not a good start for him. I'd just love to see what these rats look like. Just all these kind of weird mutations that they've the Skaven thought. That sounds like good. These are going to be too good. So these only affect rank 7 and higher, so I'm not going to be able to make any use of those. So let's go for these. Ambush, recruitment cost. Let's go for corruptive. Let's get Skaven corruption going. One more turn and we actually got some defensive capabilities. And Mormal, you need to... Your loyalty is good though. All these battles are keeping them loyal. You need to recruit. Let's get you some proper clan rats. We've got the money for it. There we go, that's what we want. So casualty replenishment rate, +5 for wolf rats, rat ogres, and mutants. And we also get leadership as well. But also... Let's go for carrot and stick. Let's keep that cost down. That'll give me a little bit more. So whenever I get many more units for these wolf rats, I'm going to try and get as many of these as possible. These seem to be a lot better, to be honest, than just the Skaven slaves, even with the upgrades. We'll see how we get on with those. Who's this? Oh, it's the... what has he got in his units? He's got Skaven slave slingers.
Good, not eat.
1 unit of wolf rats. Let's give him some... Let's give him some corruption as well. Let's go for corruption there. Damage building. We'll repair it. I don't think there's much point to be honest, but we'll see. Hopefully we don't get attacked. When I think about it, Pete is a bit too similar to Throt. I mean, to be fair, yeah, there's definitely some similarities there. This is just me in my that's my little desk doing all my experiments on fusing different models together and all my various vats of bits boxes around me. Yeah. I can see that. Okay, so what have we got here for choices? We've got numbers beyond counting, minus 20% upkeep for Skaven slaves. They're already really cheap anyway, so that's pretty good. Also increases the melee defense and charge bonus. Or we can go for strength in numbers, which focuses on clan rate units and also unlocks us a few more. I do have a lot of Skaven slaves. Let's go for that one. Perfect. Good evening, We Paint Minis. Hello. We are not painting minis. We are playing not Vermintide. That was another option actually. I would like to do some Vermintide on the channel at some point. That'd be good. Let's get him over before struggle. And I reckon it is. I'm possibly going to get attacked. I shouldn't have done that. Hopefully Throt doesn't get attacked now. We can hope. That's a nice quick turn. Don't own Warhammer 3, but it seems there's a lot more mechanics and features than in previous games. Yeah, so they took a lot of the existing factions and they did tweak things a little bit as well. So they added, for Mortal Empires, they added new mechanics and stuff like that for the different legendary lords. So yeah, it gets expensive when you want to play Mortal Empires. You want to play like 1, 2, and 3. But it is pretty fun when you kind of have a full game. You have the full map and everything like that, which is pretty cool because you can see you can go literally all the way around the world as well. So it kind of stops here, but there are little portals, and then you jump in those portals, and it takes you all the way over to the other side. So there's the High Elves, and then you end up over here basically. Okay, so this is exactly what I thought would happen. I reckon I can take him. It's gonna be close, but I reckon I could take him. Take on Consolidating again, and that would give me this extra faction, and then would give me this on the port, and actually get me the full continent. I think I can do it. Right, so let's get the units ranked up. Let's get them here, and we'll attack with Throt. Fingers crossed. That's fine. We lose a few units, but that's fine. I'll take that as an acceptable losses. All losses are acceptable when you're playing as Skaven. Bye-bye. Man, we have captured a Man-Thing slave. They give me an increased income, and also plus the 4 leadership when fighting against humans. We've unlocked a Regiment of Renown, but we can't use it because we're not using anything beyond tier 1, so thanks. Thanks for really rubbing it in. Oh, that's really taken... That's really done a number on units. We need to get as many... Let's just get Skaven slaves just to fill out those numbers. Let's get some Wolf Rats, actually. We'll concentrate on Throt. More while you can just wait.
No fair's weak.
Let's go for that one. Oh, no. Let's go for Corruptor, actually. Were there minis for Kislev in the old Warhammer Fantasy? There was. Yeah, there were some miniatures. They weren't they weren't super similar to what we have currently. They were kind of like I'm trying to think about what is in the roster. There was a guy on a bear. I remember that one. It was just a while ago. Don't make me go open up the White Dwarfs again, because I will go on the White Dwarf vault and just look at the old White Dwarfs. I think they were released around about the time that I not long got into Warhammer. So I suspect that they are... I think they're supposed to be coming back, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was some rumblings about the old world when it was being initially announced and they released some artwork. I don't know if it was just kind of artwork that come along from this, or whether it's artwork that's actually... Oh, wow, I didn't notice that. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Okay. Oh, no. Can I do anything? I could potentially recruit a warlord, and then... Oh, I got some gold for that. That's pretty good. That's a little bit of something, I guess. Oops. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. You can just have as many... Let's just get some... Yeah, perfect. Hopefully... They are just raiding, so they might not go any further than that. Should everyone just leave me alone? What have I done to them? This is what we want. This is the best things. So, Specimen Collector. Casualty replenishment rate for Lord's Army plus 10%, and also post-battle loot 10%. That's pretty good. Master of Mutated. This one is great for everything, including the Wolf Rats. So yeah, we can use that as well. Monster Throttler. I'm gonna go for Specimen Collector. I think that's what we need ideally with Throt, and then we can go for. Unlocks hero action, replenish troops, enemy casualty replenishment. Yeah, we'll take that one. That's pretty good. And oh yeah, 2 levels. Yeah, perfect. So these guys should be replenishing a lot faster. That's much better. That's what we want.
I am greatest warlord. Yes, yes.
Were there minis for Kislev in... Oh yeah, I've read that one already. Skaven do seem to have very different playstyles for each of the sub-factions. I only ever played Skryre when I played Skaven before, so the mutations are new to me. Yeah, I mean, they were pretty new to me, to be honest. There's lots of different... This is what I mean about saying... that compared to other Warhammer Total War games, compared to other Total War games, the Warhammer games are really interesting because you have not only the whole added aspect of magic and all that stuff that comes with that, you also have such very different factions. They're not just humans. They're not. You have your humans, but then you have like a different. Oh wow! Look at this. Look at these little. This mighty legion. Oh no. We've got tier 3 units. We've broke it. We've got some really good units in there. That's the only reason we can win this one. I'm taking that one. I think it's fine. We're going to be... I didn't really suspect that. I'm going to allow that. I'm going to add that as a caveat for being allowed. Let's take on surgery.
Too many slaves to feed.
Currently on a Britannia run, first time in all 3 games, and first human faction. That's pretty good. Most people end up playing as like Empire. I think Britannia is pretty nice actually. You can do some really cool stuff, especially you have a nice part of the map to fight because you don't have much from the north. Oh, what do we have here? So. Clan Skryre, those crazed and manic rats mix magic and science together to make arcane biological horrors. Now they want to do it to your troops. Disgusting, sir, or tempting. Well, we're going to have to do it, aren't we? We're going to have to let them create monsters. These crazed and manic rats mix magic and science. It's pretty much me, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to have to take it. We're going to get attrition for 1 turn, but we're going to get extra loyalty, so let's do it. Okay, so I anticipated that this would get sieged, so I don't know how long it will last. We need to get Throt over there. Now, the problem I'm going to face is I reckon as soon as I start getting close, how many turns have we got? 14, but they might attack before then. Right. Oh, the Under Empire. Nearby hostile armies may intercept you, force you in the underway. Should the army be intercepted, retreat will be impossible. How far can I go in 1 turn if I march normally?
I'm too smart, clever for that.
Can I get there in 2 moves? Just about. If I go right to the end of that, I might just march them. That might scare them away if I just send these guys over there. Okay. There's a whole natural a little Star Wars prequel memes going on in the chat there. Hello there, Fred Smith. Playing Warhammer 2 as dwarfs for the first time. Wanted to kill some gobbos and they flooded me with spiders and mounted me with a giant rock. They're still great. Yeah, I did I think I did one as so when I was looking at it, I was trying to find some interesting challenges that weren't just, oh, okay, let's just play the game normally, because I'm not that prolific at playing the game anyway, so I thought I need to do something. It's a little bit challenging. It makes it a little bit more interesting maybe to watch, to see how I get on with just using hordes of wolf rats, Skaven slaves, and clan rats. And one of the ideas for a challenge that I'd seen was basically playing as is it Ungrim? I think one of the legendary lords who's a slayer. And it basically says that as soon as you unlock the ability to make slayers and build slayers, you have to get rid of all of your other dwarf units and only ever run slayers, which should be quite a fun tactic, I think. That was the other option. Maybe that's a future stream. We'll see how this one goes. What have we got? Okay, so we've got a few buildings that we can probably upgrade. Fort Strogoth. I'm going to build a... No, I can't yet. Let's upgrade this. Hopefully just get a bit more defensive. And we need some probably... I've got plenty of money. I should start building stuff, really. Do I have one of these already? Yeah, let's get some... I'll build that one. Spend that money wisely. Modern Scryer, best 2 Skaven clans. Smolder's Scry's pretty fun. I enjoyed playing Scry because you're kind of like in a nice position where you're just kind of nestled down underneath like Britannia, and you can kind of go a few different directions. They're fun just for castling up in one location and just building a really cool stack, really good defenses. Sit there researching as many things as you can, and then you just start unleashing under empires everywhere whilst you're doing that. So what's this? Yeah, let's give them more. Why not give them more, eh? He's loyal again. Okay, so Trab was at a low level. Is this guy? Is this Trab? Who's Trab? Oh, it's not Mormor. Mormor's... Okay, so still in the siege. That's good. Okay, so we should be able to... hopefully relieve this siege, and if I position this cleverly enough, we should be able to lock them in place. Oh, here's Azazel. Thanks, mate. Right, Throt is gonna... Oh no, I'm too far away. Okay, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. They weren't gonna last. They're... Oh wow, we didn't capture anything. Everything's just dead. That's embarrassing. Don't need food. Unit experience might be nice. We got some nice ranks going up here with these slingers. Let's go for that.
Yes, more slaves for me.
Throt's got a little mount now. Factions destroyed. Okay, where did they get all the units from? How did they rank? They didn't have any factions. Okay, right, so Mormor's going to come back with Throt, and we're going to try and capture Castle Alexandrov. We're going to leave little Trab here. He's going to hold down the fort. He also gets this, that's good. He can sit there and wait. His loyalty is 10, look at that. 10 out of 10 loyalty. He can sit there for a while. Mormor. Well done, mate. You did a good job. You can have some more corruption. Why not? Throt. Now we come to the good upgrades. So, I think. Let's take this one, and then we should be close, if not already. Okay, a couple more turns, and we should be able to upgrade these. Oh, I've actually been forgetting to use these. Okay, let's give some of these Skaven slaves. These not Skaven slaves. These are. Hang on, that's Night Runners. We need to give them something. Oh, that gives them +5 rank. Oh wow, that's really good. Yeah, they can have that. Lovely. Look at that. That's a really good one. Why is that so good? Casualty replenishment up rate. And, oh, these are really good. I kind of forgot how good these were. I should have been using these a lot sooner. Monster augments. I've got all these that haven't got anything. Random and common augment supply +2. I've got loads of... I haven't got much mutagen, actually. Let's give this guy... Let's just go for... Let's take that.
Give creation thing life.
Nice. It's also unlocked this one as well, which is good. And... I kind of didn't realize how good these were. How much have I got? I can do a couple more. Let's do one more on him, and then let's give the random one for this guy. There we go. I've just completely forgot about a whole mechanic that faction had there. I've just been struggling with all these units and like, oh yeah, I can just give them all these bonuses and stuff. And yeah, let's give them that one there. You can have that. This is great. I would hate to just think what these guys looking like. Just a Skaven slave spear unit that just have 8 levels of mutations. They have spell resistance 15%, passive ability frenzy. They can stalk and deploy, so they're basically invisible and can deploy ahead of the army. They have extra armor, melee attack, and armor piercing weapon damage, but they do have terrible casualty replenishment rate. Ah, the little obsides come back. There we go. Glad you could join us. Let's go and spy on Kislev. Let's see what they're up to. Why are you not upgrading Ancient Cunning as priority on your jobs? Because I'm, like I said, I'm pretty terrible at this game. Don't expect anything else. Really don't expect anything else. I will go for that. I want to get as much corruption going as possible, because what I'm worried about really is these chaos factions, because as soon as these start kind of spreading their chaos corruption, it's going to really not help with these law and order that I have in these factions. It's not great as it is, but yeah, I will definitely go to that one. Have you finished the campaign? I have, yeah, I have finished it. The original one, I finished it as the Demon Prince. I think I might have done it as another faction as well. 2 factions I think I've completed it as. Okay, we've ranked up again. Let's go for strength in numbers. That's going to be the best option, I think. Fort Stresk. What is Azazel doing? He's just kind of roaming around.
The boss.
Yeah, I'll ally myself with some.
Yours is gonna be mine.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
Lord of all.
Anyone else interested in anything? No, not yet. Okay, so Throt. He is fully healed. He's ready for action. Do we have this ranked up enough yet? Next turn, I need to remember to do that because last time I ended up with rat ogres and I don't want rat ogres. Let's get Throt over to here as quick as possible. I'm going to get him over here. And we're hopefully going to get some rank. Yeah, we can recruit some stuff. That's good. That'll really fill out his... Not much, though. We haven't got much in the way of income, though. So I'm just going to load him up with the cheapest Skaven slaves. And I have to wait. I need to earn. I've got plenty of money, but I just don't have much in the way of income, so I need to probably build up some of these. What do we have as options? We have... Can I build anything to help it yet? No, not yet. Income generated 120. Let's take that one. I think this one also unlocks monstrous plans and gives me a bit more. Cool. Okay, so this is what I'm hoping. Let's attack him. Let's block him. Might as well get some, spend a little bit of money ranking him up. Oh well, the ogres have taken, started taking some of the empire. That's probably why they've been a bit quiet down here. So hopefully, they can stay like that. We can keep assisting in these little plans that the ogres are doing down here. How are you supposed to do quest battles? The answer is I don't. I just don't. I just ignore them. Basically. Okay, so Zazel is heading... What is he? He doesn't seem to be doing anything. When I've played this before, he seems to kind of actually go for some of these settlements, but he just seems to be ignoring them for the most part. Oh, that lasted a long time, didn't it? Spoke too soon. Literally, oh, I've got some like little ogre friends I can make friends with and support them in their war and... Bad timing. Let's get Throt over here and then Wobble can join him. That gets us ready for taking Castle Alexandronov, and then hopefully, if Azazel actually decides to do something and takes Erengard, then at least that's one more faction that we've got away from us for the time being. Let's focus on... We need to actually start building stuff here. I'm going to save that one for the main because these are quite useful. Let's go for income generated and growth. Yeah, let's get some growth in there. Might as well build some night runners. We can just about afford some more. I might save the ones in the vat just because they're quite useful to have in a pinch. Yeah, we can just load up Skaven slaves. Perfect. You're not moved. Who's not moved? He isn't moved. What's the guy name? This guy. Festus. There we go. Hello, mate. He's a good little ally to have because he just sits in his little castle up here, just annoying the Empire. It's great. So I think if you're not playing Immortal Empires, then you don't need to do the campaign quest. You can basically just do there's victory conditions for each of the factions, but you don't have to do a final battle unless you're doing the actual main campaign. I don't know. I'll just take the money. That's fine, thank you. I agree. Your first forces recruit 30 units. Most of those were Skaven slaves, but still. This guy, what do we want to do? We can Yeah, let's give him specialist. That's a good idea. Where's the other Skaven factions now? I know the Scryer is down here. I think there's another one somewhere over here as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so far so good. I think we've got a clear run right to Castle Alexandrov, so I'm going to start ranking up outside there. Yeah, that's not going to be a hard faction to take on. Not with all these. Might just have a little bit enough movement there. No, not quite. Next turn. Oh look, there we go. He's actually done something. Well done. He's finally done something. I would have liked it, but it's not imperative. My main goal was to capture these and just get a province under my belt, and get rid of at least one more Kislev faction. But it's not great, but it's okay for what it is. We need more order though. Do these increase order? Once I capture it, that should help.
All tales are mine.
Fingers crossed next turn. Eshin is in Cathay, I think, and Pestilence is over in Lustria. I think the one that's Storm Vermin focused is down to the waist near the border between Orcs and Tomb Kings. Yeah, it's Queek Head Taker, isn't it, that one? So 6 factions altogether. I think there's... Military access. You can have military access, my friend. As long as you don't attack me, you can have anything. That's helpful. Okay. This, I believe, is his last little bastion. I think once you take this, it's another faction destroyed. Yeah, he's ranked. He's ready. Close victory. It's good enough for me. Auto-resolve. And we've got quite a bit of food, so let's treat ourselves. Let's occupy at level 2. Enemy killed in battle. Are they dead? Are they gone? Captured a load of stuff. Oh, no, they're not. They still have a... They might have an army somewhere still. Interesting. I can get rid of that one. I don't need it. I have a port now, which is good for growth, also a little bit of income, and the best thing I can do is this, which is what I need, because it's pretty bad at the moment. I'm definitely going to get some angry rebellions popping up very, very soon. How's the building going on? Ah, they're perfect. So we've helped it's grown. We actually have another level, and we also have some better defenses if we do get attacked again. That's good to hear. So this one gives us control. We aren't doing too bad, but more control is going to be helpful. These are useless. Probably don't need to upgrade that unless we just want to have extra chieftain ranks. This one, increase income. I'll take that one. This one, again, can't do anything, but it does give me a little bit more corruption. Yeah, let's say that'll help with trading. And should I build this one now? Does give me control and food. Yeah, I'll take it now. Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I think the next thing is going to be probably sorting these guys out. I reckon they're being given a hard time by the Chaos factions around here. This is why we haven't really seen much from these. Kislev, what are they doing down here? I might go back, actually. I might just use this guy to keep an eye on Kislev, because I think they're going to be my main opponents at the moment. They're not a huge faction, though. What rank are they? Strength rank 70. So yeah, we're closing the gap now. I was like 120 something, and they were very low. Yeah. Am I improving? Yes, I am improving. Lovely.
Master Lord of Help it!
Thanks, Glenn. Have a good evening. Or good rest of the day, wherever you are. Let's go for scavenge. Throts. Have you ranked up? No. Oh, you have? That's weird.
I am Throt,
The unclean one.
clean.
That's nice. So I actually do have some rank 7 night runners, so I can take advantage of these. So anything over rank 7 gets plus 5 leadership, plus 15 range, and plus 20% speed. That actually seems like a really good upgrade. Just get everything ranked up to 7. I'll take that. Do I have any mutations? I do have mutations. Let's rank up some of these guys. Let's get them. They're doing well. Let's get them ranked up. Here.
Quick, faster, me hungry.
Let's give them a random. Oh, what's these ones? I like the. I just noticed on smart feeding, it's like a little dropper bottle that you have like on a hamster cage or something. That's clever. Bone elongation, mind control, imperfection removal, final evolution, random rare augments. Oh, these are gonna be pretty cool. I need to get one. Necroparasites. What's that one do? Resurrects dead combatants, heals injured before resurrecting. That's amazing. How do I get there? How do I get to Troll Spleen? Let's give him some random.
New aberration.
What did he get? Nice. Okay. I actually think this army's doing pretty well. I think these upgrades are surprisingly effective at look at these guys. These guys are doing really well. For little Skaven slaves. Actually, I'm really impressed with them. Really proud of these guys. Let's maybe give his guys something as well. What can we give them? Should I just rank them up? Uh-oh. A little bit too much that one was. Push them over the edge. Okay.
He's loyal. Maybe he's one of my brood.
All these units that I can't use. Wait, and night runners. I think I can have night runners, can't I? Yeah, rank 1. Okay, I can take night runners. They're expensive though, actually. Let's treat him to 2 slingers. That's what we're going to do. Imminent rebellion, of course there is. Ah, okay, so there's that final faction there. We did see him. This is it now. I think after this, his... that's that gone. That faction's gone then. One less faction to worry about. Although I imagine the I reckon the rebellion's going to pop up over here. Troll country. Yeah. Okay. So I need to get back there fairly quickly. Faction destroyed. Great Orthodoxy. It's gone. All gone. Lovely. That's what we want. Get rid of them, and let's get these guys over here as quick as possible. So yeah, not really worried too much here. I think Azazel's probably got that flank held down. As long as I keep him happy, he should be a quite helpful little ally. We're going to just probably keep attacking the same.
Sigmar himself once did.
Trespassers against the ecstatic legions. I don't remember doing that. I apologise if I did. And a non-aggression pact with the Fecundites. Yeah, I should be able to balance this out. Yeah, I'll do. And we have another unlock. So we can go for plus 10 armor for clan rats. Yes. To be honest, I actually reckon by the end of this, the basic clan rat is going to be... If we combine all of the extra upgrades and everything like that we're giving them, the mutations and all the research and everything else, you can probably end up with some pretty decent units that are very cheap as well, which is ideal.
Hornet One watches me.
Pete, where are the dead animal bits? There we go. No, so I've actually been... so the reason why I'm doing the stream, I briefly mentioned earlier, was basically because I'm currently working on a project, and the thing is about doing, when I do the streams, they often require me to do some prep work and stuff like that, and normally if I'm working on a project, I don't always have time to do like a full stream prep or anything, get everything ready. And this is kind of like a nice little thing that I can do just to, when I've had a day of working on. So the project is, more information will be coming soon, but there are a few little bits, little dead animal bits that are going to be talked about very soon, so we'll see. But yeah, there's going to be some interesting stuff coming up in the next few weeks. I'm hoping to have a little bit more information, so keep an eye on socials and stuff like that. I'll have a little bit more information about what's coming everyone's way. But yeah, quite excited about it. I've been meaning to work on it for a while, but the problem is it's just getting the time to do it and still do the videos, really. So there probably won't end up being many videos, if any, like tutorial videos in October. There's one more which is due to go up on Saturday, which is the Raptors one, and then that might be it until like November time, just because I'm just spending a lot of time working on this project. So I'm going to say so far, but yeah, quite really excited. But I've been working on it for a few months. There is some really cool stuff coming, and I will be posting when I do have a bit more stuff, a bit more information about it. Okay, right, so once we get rid of this guy here, hopefully I can take him now. Fingers crossed, let's see. We'll try it on his own. Yeah, heroic victory is good enough for me. That's, yeah, get some food, get some... Oh wow, look at that, he's got a little pet rat ogre now to walk around on. So yeah, the task now is to start moving east, start taking out these settlements here, and then once I've got those, I'm gonna probably just start thinking about expanding the Under Empires, because we need to get some good food generation. We need to get that self kind of replicating thing. Now, am I getting confused, or is it the Warlock engineers can they set them up? Or is that just the special ones that Scryer have that you can use to set up? I think it's just the special one, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure.
No blame.
Oh, actually, let's go for upkeep there. Incredibly cheap armies.
Send slaves.
Let's send him down here. We're going to head for Prague. Yeah, I think this left flank is going to be pretty much decently protected, but I'm quite happy. I would have liked to take that, but it's not the worst thing in the world to happen. If I can keep him friendly, then at least he will be the buffer against soft underbelly. But yeah, no, I think there's definitely going to be expansion out this way, and then maybe start trying to get some under empires set up going this way, and that should keep us going. So what are the objectives for this actually? Victory conditions. So yeah, definitely need to destroy the Ice Court and the Great Orthodoxy. That's one. We've done one of the following short campaign victories. And we also need to loot, occupy, raise or sack 30 different settlements. Now I assume that the establish under empire does the same thing. Camps towards that. These are all rank 2 units. Yeah, these aren't going to be much use. But we do get a little bit more income. Not loads though, so I'm not going to worry too much about upgrading that one. And which one is this one? Zoishenk. Zoishenk is pretty well protected, but we never know. Let's get the growth going. Let's try and get this Fort Ostrosk upgraded, because ideally I would want, I'm going to take that off actually, I'm going to wait for this one to get enough, because I want to upgrade these defences. Oh, the Canorian, thank you very much. I didn't see your comment there, but I do. Yeah, hopefully this works. It's going okay so far. I think I've got a nice little foothold. I think the hardest part's been done, because at that initial stages of the first few turns, you have a problem where you have so many. You have enemies pretty much all the way around you, so you're trying to send your armies one way, and then you're not getting them. You're getting distracted by them. You going the other way, and as you saw, there's a lot of back and forth going just to capture stuff. Now, the problem is I'm going to have to race Azrael to get to Prague, because I think he's got the same idea as me. Let's get them there. Can you do anything? You can damage the walls. Yes, let's do that. Let's get those walls damaged ahead of time. Success. You can stay there. Let's get a... no, don't need to build anything there. We can go straight to the next turn. Getting slightly quicker this is now all those factions. I think we're like, how many is it? 240? I think we're 100 less than we started the game with. Flesh Laboratory, let's get those wolf rats. Lovely. And we've also increased these are interesting. Okay, so food generated from recycling units is 5. Augment supplied to growth vat batches, you get extra. Increases flesh lab mutant capacity from 100 to 200. Overcapacity is lost over time. That actually is going to be useful, because I find that I do. No, I just need to keep an eye on that. I think I don't need it. Increases food generated per growth vat batch from 10 to 15. That might not be a bad one actually. Let's take that one, and then I'm going to take the genetic filtering as well, because that's going to be really useful, I think, long term. Okay, right, where are we? So, Throt. The wall's still destroyed. They're still 91%, but I reckon I can do this again. Failed. Of course. course, just when I need it to. Let's get damage walls, and I can use that for later. Throt, you can go in, but we're just going to get this guy lined up, and then we're going to declare war. I'm surprised he's already declared war on me. Decisive victory. The walls are already down, so we don't need to build anything. And this is a singular settlement, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this is like... That's probably worth it. Mission successful as well. Lovely. I think I'm just going to wait to build this. I think it's going to be worthwhile. Now, the choice is, from here, I've got a kind of a decent setup. I probably want to get rid of them. I don't mind if they get captured, but what I think I might do is I might start establishing some under empires, just because if they do get captured, I can keep the empires there. And this gives me a straight beeline down to Kislev then. Where's that guy gone? Where's the little guy gone? There he is. So he needs to head down this way. So I'm going to set that up for now. For the time being, we need to generate some growth. So let's go for that one. And probably... Let's go for that. I think we're going to need the control. And then... Throt is units is pretty good. We can get rid of some of these Skaven slaves because those are not looking good at all. Let's delete that unit, and then we can recruit from the growth vat. Okay, so we get rank 3 units now, which is pretty good. I'm going to give him some. He hasn't really got much in the way of wolf rats. Let's give him some wolf rats. Lovely. And Throt can also take a unit. Let's very nearly gave him the rat ogre. Let's give him a wolf rat as well. And we've got 125 mutants. I think we can only have 100 actually. Yeah, any excess mutation generated is lost over time, so we better use it. Let's go for. Let's see if we've got any units in here that haven't been upgraded. Yeah, let's take this one. I don't know if anything, I kind of want to get to these. So I'm guessing I'm going to need to, I'm just going to give him that, I guess.
What rough beast thing comes?
And then I need to give someone this one as well. Immune to psychology.
Surprise! Surprise!
Oh, and this. Spider senses. Why not? Okay, so that... Okay, that makes sense. So once I've unlocked that one, then I should be able to get this one, and then, yeah, okay. Right, that'll do for time being. Yeah, I think... What's the... Oh, and better Warlock Engineer, okay. The physical resistance one is great. Your slaves hold in blood whilst you use spells and characters. Which one's that one? This one, yeah, physical resistance. So it literally kind of become really, really poor in combat, but actually just stay there as like a tar pit. That makes sense. That's a pretty good strategy, actually. Exotic animals, yes please. And what else do we have? Nothing that we can use, so let's just keep those low down for now time being. How are we looking over here? So I'm not happy with the control levels that we've got. Have we got anything that can fix that? Yeah, this looks going to have to be Wazooshink. Let's go for this. Yeah, and that's the best option. It keeps us at an even level of order then. Order's okay there. Doesn't really need anything. He's not probably going to get attacked as easily now. So probably don't need to worry too much. I might be able to move him down to Fort Ostrusk, actually. I'm just a bit worried about this. I think the only reason this is getting... Yeah, military presence is giving 9, and the character is giving 11. So that's the only reason why this particular settlement is even in positive control there. So I'm going to keep him there for the time being. And we also have a upgrade. Lovely. What have we got? Yeah, let's take that one. And Throt, where are you? I think I actually have some rank 9 clan rats I can make the benefit of. That'll do. Perfect. How are we looking now? $139, slowly counting down every time that turn ends. It's depressing when you see the faction pop up at the top, and it just has like this, like when the Empire popped up, my strength rating against him was like just tiny little blob of green and a massive bar of red. I'm thinking, please don't notice me. 137 just in that one round. Those 2 factions got destroyed. Right, so we've got armor for clan rats, so they're even tougher now. What are these? Even more leadership for clan rats, and that's going to probably be the last one, I think. The rest of them start to focus more on larger units now. Yeah, not as useful from here. But what we can do is we can start to think about these. This control might be useful, actually, as will this food generation as well. We do have a few gutter runner units. Night runners. Is it night runners that we're after? Yeah, night runners. That would benefit from these. Oh, speed 10% for all infantry units. That would be interesting as well. Upkeep, that would be helpful. That's helpful as well. Yeah, and then we start to come to these ones where they kind of match up, and this is where it starts getting interesting. Yeah, no, not really. That's good. That one, not so much. Okay, yeah, so I think we can start to... Let's take this one, and then that gives a little bit more leadership for the units. Oh, no, let's do this one. Recruitment cost for Skaven slaves, and plus growth as well. That's what we'll go for. Okay, so he's getting ready now. He's figured out that what we're doing. What? Where did you come from?
Unhand the Tsarina.
Well, that was unexpected. Let's try and block you. I don't think it'll help much. You're very close to the... But we must have tried to do something. Failed. So my problem is, I don't know. I reckon I could take them. I reckon I could take them. I don't want to leave Prague undefended because it's got broken walls and it hasn't really got much in the way of defences. It's got... And then we've got this whole army that's here. But Fort Ostrusk does actually have... Now, I do have these guys up here, so what I might do is...
Where next now?
Let's recruit these. That might just about... Okay. I think he can get down there in one turn. Okay, that'll do. At least bolsters those defences if I need them. Let's give him Moulder Knowledge. If you lose Prague, it's cool. More food taking it back. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I'm not really too worried about losing Prague. I think what it is, I just want to take out this army, and I think I'm in a good position to at the moment. Ideally, I want them to attack me. Sometimes they do, but maybe they won't. But then, obviously, it's a good little anchor for Kislev down here. The problem is, with Kislev, I then have the problem of the Empire being right there. They've done some confederacies, and if they confederate with Ostland as well, That's not good for me. Does anyone want to be my friend? Scaling? No, not quite. Wintertooth. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take a trade agreement with you for 774. Thank you.
Bring death.
That should help with our.
War unceasing. Aye. Tribal fury.
Okay. I'm going to keep them there because I'm not sure what's going to happen in this. Sometimes just having a stack there might just be enough to push them away. It's not the most, it's not the strongest one. It's pretty much just slaves and a few dogs and a few clan rats. There's not going to be an awful lot there. So we'll see. We'll see. What upgrades have we got? Anything interesting? Oh, we'll upgrade the port. That'll increase growth. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. $135 now. It's getting less and less every time. 134. Okay, so we had. I thought he would do. Oh, he's just a little bit too far away. That's interesting. We'll take it. That's fine. I'm surprised he did that, but obviously I moved Throt just a little bit too far away from Prague to have the defense, which. No! The Fecundites have died. No, I was relying on them just to keep the Empire busy. Okay, that's not good. That's not. Oh, where did Kislev go now? Oh, she's quick.
Scuttle, scuttle. Fair place.
Really quick. Where did she go? Did she go north? Okay. I'm going to try and link up with the vampires. I think I need to get established with the vampires fairly early. At least if I keep going against Kislev, it might allow me to improve my relations with them earlier. But we'll see. So Throt, you can go and take them on.
Cut slice body. Keep organs.
You sit there and... Oh, you get yourself regenerated, and yeah, I reckon I can get you.
Kill body.
Should have stayed in your castle. Should have stayed there. Now I can just sit under siege now, because it can't attack me. I'll give it a couple of turns. I could have taken that then, but I might just wait a turn. We'll see. Could be a good idea, could probably be a bad idea as well. Right, let's get Ancient Cunning. Let's change your stance so you're not winded, and how are we doing? Okay, yeah, so we're on +6 now, but that's because of the... Now, I reckon if I keep this guy up here, I can just keep running him to and from. Hopefully, I'll notice it a bit sooner. I think getting visibility of where that army ended up would be ideal. Chaos are being really, really... like, pacifist, this game. Azazel's like done nothing. He's sat here and captured one province. That's all he's done. So one thing I was actually I was thinking about is an interesting conversion maybe we could do on a stream was the wolf rats in this, because if you take something like the undead wolves that you have for Soulbite Gravelords and basically just stick a Skaven head on. I reckon it would look pretty good. I don't know if there's a way of seeing them without actually going... Okay, so there we go. That's where they ended up. For science. Oh, you're going to make me... Okay. It'd be nice to get rid of them. This is like very tempting now. I'm not sure whether to hold on to Prague, mainly because I don't want to lose that unit. I guess, do they have walls? No. The wall strength is only 90% at the moment, so it could be, if I get attacked, they could just steamroll me straight away. Let's break the siege. I'm going to break the siege. And then let's line these up for an attack. And watch him run away. I don't think I'm going to have enough movement now. Let's see if... Let's try and block the army. Success. Now, does Throt have enough movement if I... Yeah, I could do it. I could just about make it. It's not ideal, not an ideal situation. I would rather Throt. There we go. The enemy failed to spot your ambush. Attack now and the element surprise will give you the upper hand. Yes, please. I don't know how that classes an ambush. Ooh. Kislev is right there.
The Ice Queen bows to no one.
Oh, now he's doing something. He's just like scouting. I think he's going to try and take that with just a Chaos Lord. Oh, it's very tempting now. I don't think I'm quite ready for that. I'm going to try and consolidate it a little bit because these units aren't looking great. To be fair, they're kind of looking a little bit. Right, who's this one? Oh, so this is the Warlord. Right, we get a truce. Life is cheap. Skaven slaves upkeep really low, and that's pretty good. Ravenous expansion. No, let's go for life is cheap. That's going to be the best one for me. Look at that. Half price Skaven slaves and plus 10 armor for Skaven slaves. Oh, Skaven basic move gets ambush when attacking from default. Yeah. Chance of ambushing enemy army. This force attacks. Ambush success. Okay, that makes sense. I've never noticed that before. So yeah, actually there's a technology down here somewhere, isn't there? This one, ambush success chance, that's really good. That's especially good for Skaven because you can basically just every single attack, every regular attack is an ambush. Not bad, actually. That's not a bad option. I'm going to build that because I want to try and get the growth going in here. I seem to have a lot of money, but my income isn't particularly high, so I'm guessing that's just because I keep winning battles and just stealing money off everyone else. This isn't very good. This is worrying. Not a long distance there. Castle Alexandrov. Let's build you. Let's build you some defenses because I'm worried that there's going to be an attack coming soon. So let's try and build those up best we can. Does this give us anything? Just control. Okay. Not much point in building anything else there then. Let's leave it as is. Can we build anything to help it? Yes, we can. What can we upgrade in here? Oh, just the ones that I can't. Kind of pointless anyway. Not much point with those.
It's alive.
Throt.
Endless hunger.
Ambush success chance, yes. That makes a lot more sense now why this is very good. So yeah, I should have been doing that a lot sooner. Oh well, you live and you learn. Let's check on my mutations actually, make sure I'm not generating too much. Okay, growth fat batch
The
available.
city has been established. You can now extend
Oh,
the
how did that happen?
empire into this region by building warrens directly on.
Where did the Under Empire form? That's weird. Oh, look at this. They're really trying to take me on at the moment. Let's go back to Prague. Let's just sit there for a little bit. Because I don't want to get stomped by the Kislevites. There we go. That's better.
Unhand the Tsarina.
That could have been. Yeah, and he's just building his forces. I'd rather take Volksgrad actually, just whilst it's still up for grabs. Where are you going?
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
Are we on? Oh, you're a vassal. Okay, so you shouldn't attack me either. That's good.
Yes.
Scaling. Yes, let's get a non-aggression pact and Gormanda tribe as well. Yeah.
Let's you have my favor.
Cool. That's better. Got a few more burgeoning relationships going on around there. I'm suspecting that Ostrusk is going to get attacked at some point, so I'm hoping that we can build this, surely. 3 more turns. I might just get him there just ahead of time, just to get ahead of the curve. Oh, we've got 1,000 recruitment per turn. Okay, let's get him some more Skaven slaves then, when he's been there for a little bit longer. Clan Ferocus through the mountains past to the northeast. If they're still alive, good ally potential. Yes, definitely. I've got that guy, haven't I? I probably just need to recruit another little...
Not fail, fail.
Just to the northeast. Are they up here? I might just build another unit just to go over and... Who's the cheapest one? There's not many I can build. Can I build any more here? Why can't I build Packmasters? Oh, these can, okay. Look how nice that would be if I could actually build those units. Upkeep minus 12% for Warp Fire Thrower, Warp Lightning Cannon, Doom Wheel units. That would be lovely. Let's get this guy. Campaign line of sight plus 10. Let's take him. 216. It's one of the cheapest ones as well. Let's take him. Rat Surge.
Silent killer, yes, yes.
Okay. Right, okay, so we're going to probably... Yeah, I thought so. Not too bad. There's 2 of their armies gone. Let's replenish the troops there. Have they really left that exposed? If they have, that's... that was very silly. I'm actually surprised how good these armies are. They're considering they're just like level. The only thing I've got on there is Clan Rats, Wolf Rats, and Skaven Slaves. They're actually okay. Look at that. That is what I love to see. What was that one as well? Recruitment costs even cheaper for clan rats and Skaven slaves. Okay, so that gives us the control. I could do with control, to be fair, but then I'm quite. Where's it gone now? This one is seems quite appealing to me. Now I actually understand how Skavens and attacks work. But this one will actually give me some missiles and weapon strengths. Oh, that's useful though as well, but that does require this one. Let's go for that one first.
Not problem for first best rat. Me take claim place.
So we have what appears to be maybe one army around here. I don't know. I'm sure there's 3 armies here earlier. Maybe not. Throt is pretty much expended though. He's going to need some.
Twist, bend, mangle,
Luckily,
experiment.
what can we recruit here? We can recruit clan rats. So let's get a couple of clan rats in there because we've not got many left. It's mainly wolf rats in his army at the moment, which is probably because of his abilities, I'm guessing. Yeah, weapon strength plus 12% for wolf rats. Defense is higher. Speed's increased. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Okay, so we've lost most of... We've pretty much lost everything apart from this one unit of clan rat spears. So yeah, that wasn't great. Let's give him a couple of clan rats and just get some shields in there. And then we'll just get some Skaven slaves. Let's go... Yeah, that'll do. And then let's get him these 2 units of Skaven slaves. Just get a quick injection, and this guy, he can have some rats. He's not got many wolf rats in there. Let's give him 2, 1 of each. This actually opens up. There we go. Okay, so we've got the assassin. We're going to send him over here as Angelo said, assassins are good on the map. Yes, because they can assassinate actually. So yeah, very useful. Even cheaper armies now.
Meet specimens.
Let's take him out of ambush stance, march stance, sorry. And yeah, we should have 2 more turns and we can upgrade this, which means Atros can get a better defensive structure, which is ideal. This place is... There's not a lot that these places can offer me beyond the first few buildings, which is good in a way, but then I feel like I'm losing out on a lot of stuff as well. Throughout the Unclean, let's give you Ancient Cunning, so you've got the highest level now of ambush success. 30% chance to ambush. So that counteracts your 15%. So yeah, plus 15% to have chance to ambush on a normal move, which I don't think is bad. Oh, I've also got some mutagens as well. Let's use those before they degrade. What do we have? What do we have in our vats? This guy is probably going to explode if we give him any more. Maybe? Charge bonus is useless for him. Weapon strength. Not really. I might just give them to the wolves, actually, thinking about it, because this guy's got nothing at the moment. So Speed. Yeah, let's give him that one.
Crossbreed, transplant.
And then if I get this one as well, it unlocks this next level. So we're going to give him passive ability Guardian, which is physical resistance plus 15%. Is that for any... for units within 35 meters? That's pretty cool. Affects units if unit is a lord or a hero. Okay.
Eat, feed.
What are my slaves at upkeep level now? Cheapest one, 29 upkeep for him, and for this guy, I think they're even lower. Six upkeep. That's amazing. Wow. You could just delete his whole army and just run everything as Skaven slaves, and even if you give him a spear, it's only 7. That is crazy. And by my calculations, it's these Skaven slaves. If I upgraded these, isn't there one of them that gives them, yeah, upkeep minus 15%? So if I gave these guys this, they would be, what's minus 15% of? No, not these guys. I've got the wrong army. These guys. Do they already have that? Oh yeah, they already have the minus 15% on there. That's crazy. Let's give these guys an upgrade. Let's rank them up. There we go.
Master Commander.
Who's this? Oh, the Packmaster. What has he got to give us? It's just going to be upgrading him, I think, now. Let's give him the Tide of Death abilities, might as well. Don't think I'll ever get to see to use them, but we can give them to them anyway. Oh, we have some rights as well. What do we have rights? This is the one. I need that one. I forgot about that one. I forgot that it was a right. But yeah, that's the guy I needed. All this time, the one who was going to... I'm going to send him to somewhere I'm probably not going to attack anytime soon, which is going to be somewhere central, I think. Let's go for... We want to go for a decent city, because the idea of this is...
Sneak, scurry.
The idea of that really is that we want to have something which is going to be impressive. Like, it's going to have... If we're going to siphon off stuff from it, we need to have a decent level of income to begin with. Oh wow, they're really sending out the procession for me today. I think someone's worried.
Silent killer, yes, yes.
Watch him die now. Oh, he did it. Nice. Even better. I didn't actually expect that to happen. Let's get assassinate done. Yeah, additional 3% chance of assassinations. Did he get a follower as well? Oh, that's good. Okay, so Throt is ready to take on Volksgrad again. Oh wow, this could be interesting. This could be...
Sorcerer, inventor, yes, yes.
Let's send him down here. Let's get him down here.
Hurry forward. Yes.
Where's the other guy gone? There he is. Okay. Let's give him a hand. Let's get rid of Kislev. I don't even mind if it's one of the other factions. I think most of the time they tend to just sack them anyway. They don't often occupy them that far away. So we'll see. I reckon that will at least keep them busy for a second. So we can probably move focus to here. Let's get Throt over here. Probably going to have to... Let's go for it. And I shall just... So this is the thing. I want to get rid. I want to do the Under Empire, but I don't actually want. I don't want that faction there. I'm not too fussed about occupying these settlements either. But I could raise them. It's the choice now. Best bet for Under Empire is Brest Citadel. Anywhere else will be constantly being destroyed between Festus, Striker, and Vlad. Yeah, so Festus is dead. So that is at least that kind of the northern territories of. But yeah, probably Brest Citadel is probably a good idea. This is the thing now. I'm not 100% sure what to do with this kind of thing. I could capture it, but I'm not really too fussed about having these. So I'm going to have to probably. I want to get rid of them. I could raise them, but then it's just going to get attacked by these guys, and I'll take it. It's fine. I can abandon it later if I need to. Right, so where's Brass Citadel again? Is that the one which is really far down this way now? I'll find it.
My packs. Me take over.
Throt, you... Oh no, you haven't got anything. It's the little Packmaster. He's been given something. What can he take? Let's just make it more deadly. There we go. Perfect. Below Ostland. Oh, it's not far away then. Okay. Oh, Brass Citadel's... yeah, it's where Thingy lives, isn't it? That's the one. Yeah, it's very central as well, actually, that is. There we go, Conferric. Hello. Look at that. We've got a friendly... Finally found a friendly Skaven set race. Let's see if we can get some... Look at that. Yes, we held trade agreements. You can give me some money for it as well. Brilliant. Get ready for the Confederation. Didn't need this guy over here after all. He can just, I don't know where to send him now, actually. Probably further south just to find... I'm going to try and get him down to here. This is where Clan Scryer is. So, let's get him down here. It's going to take a few turns, but... the more Skaven factions I can be working with, the better. We've got a straight run to Plesk as well, actually. I'm tempted. Rear flank is... Oh, wow. These guys are doing good, aren't they? Look at that. They're doing really good. Where are you, Conferric? I'm glad to take it. Went that way as well now. It's probably why Prague wasn't attacking me too much, because if the Conferric was attacking them on this kind of flank, then might explain it. I reckon they've maybe got another settlement down here somewhere. Right, Brass Citadel is up here, isn't it, if I'm not mistaken? So, I need to stay on... Brass Keep.
This way. Chieftains to me.
I'll keep him at Prague. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. He's just kind of sat there at the moment, so we'll see. But at least I can upgrade it now, which means I can build some fortifications, and I can probably send this guy back. Foot, as trust can upgrade it, and I can send him all the way back to help it, and help it can be hopefully not have there we go, that's better. Let's knock that wall down again as well. Perfect time to attack now. They've got 4 breaches in their walls now. Night, bud. Have a good evening.
Nothing will help.
Oh yes, I shall have a trade agreement with 300 gold. Thank you.
Nothing stop me, Sam. Meat flesh. Unleash war beasts. Best experiment.
There we go. That's another clan. There's another faction destroyed. Perfect. So this is good. The problem I'm going to get here, though, is likely to be control. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So that means my right flank is secured. I've got a Skaven ally who seems to like me, especially because we've been fighting Kislev. They also have treaties with Gormundi tribe as well, which is good. So yeah, all the way up to 42, I can just keep adding stuff in all the way through that. So that's pretty good. My right flank is secured. I think Azazel hasn't really been doing much, so I don't have to worry too much about him. But he's like me, very friendly. That's good, all those attacks that I've been doing. Not far off a defensive alliance, so that northern flank is good. Let's have a look at Trog. I think he's pretty happy with the result. Yeah, friendly, all good. I reckon, yeah, he's in a good... As long as I don't do anything with World Walkers, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Good options so far. Who else have we got? Gormundi tribe. Yeah, let's give you military access, and that should help improve my standing with Clan Fennec. Ferric, sorry, not Fennec. Right. He can stay there. Which hero hasn't moved? This guy. I don't think this guy... I'm sure I've already damaged the walls. Okay. And then Thrice gone up a level again. Right, okay, so that's not a bad turn actually. Kind of got ourselves set up ready. So far I actually think this is working out quite well, to be fair. It's not, considering it's quite a restrictive thing, it's surprising how, I guess, how balanced things are in the end. Like, even though the units are very weak as they are, as they stand, the fact that they end up being so cheap, and you can upgrade them so many times, and obviously with Throt the Unclean you can upgrade them further than maybe other factions could. It actually starts to balance things out a little bit as well, and it makes things a little bit more fair. So even though I just have cheap units that don't require much in the way, I'm not having to worry about spending fortunes on building up massive building chains to unlock stuff later on. I just have to do stuff very, very basic level buildings, and that gives me enough. Everything's cheap to buy, it's cheap to upkeep, so I'm not constantly spending money, which means I can focus on having even more units. And so I've got so far 3. Right, so this is what I'm going to do. Establish Warlock Laboratory. That's what we want. Perfect. Okay, so we need to be careful now about this Under Empire. So we have a Warlock Laboratory, which is added of expansion stuff. So, which one's that one now? Discoverability reduces that, which is ideal. Skaven Corruption increases in adjacent provinces. Which is the one? 5% chance to turn to expand the empire to an adjacent region, but it also increases food. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. So it's going to be this one. We're going to go 4. And then we need to drop down our discoverability because we're getting quite high. So we need to do these ones, I think. That'll drop us down by 40 overall. And that'll give us another 40. And that gives us... So that balances out these. That gives... That discoverability is 20 plus 40 from both light ranks of those. So I think I'm just going to have to drop another one of these down. I can probably... We'll see. I would like to get some food, to be honest, but maybe I can worry about that for future ones. This one would be ideal. But everything else increases discoverability, which is not ideal. We'll keep it as is for the time being. I think in the past I've just basically ran these. I'll do that one. Oh, visibility of the... I don't need visibility, that's fine. I'm not too worried. Right, let's get that one. We need to control. Okay, so Throt. Let's see this guy. Yeah, non-aggression, please. Thank you. I don't want you stabbing me in the back.
I lead.
Okay, so we have a pretty good setup there. What rank are we in terms of strength? 30. That's not bad. We've managed to really turn the tide against the Ice Court. The Ice Court were... They were... I think they were like quite low. They were like rank 15, I saw something strength rank quite early on, and then we were like 135. So we've managed to really spin that around at the moment. Probably in an ideal situation to get taken out, but I'm worried because the Empire would then be right on my doorstep, and I'm not particularly happy with that. Although these guys, look at these guys. These are got, yeah, you can have military access and a defensive alliance. Why not?
Yes, master.
Hey, these guys have done good. Look at that. I think Chaos has been quite... It seems to be quite pacifist on this. There's not really been a lot of chaotic incursions. Quite often, you see along this kind of northern shore here, there's so many chaos. These kind of Norska tribes attacking. They go into... I've seen them go into Britannia as well a few times. So yeah, I'm quite surprised really, which is interesting. Because I don't think how I'm acting would necessarily affect that. If anything, it would encourage it because I'm distracting Kislev and putting pressure on the Empire. So yeah, it's interesting to see how this kind of game has... This particular game has played out. Let's go for that one. Right, what else do we... We're doing pretty good on terms of incomes as well, which is also good. We have Help It. Chugging along. Yeah, I could do a little bit more income. I would like to get an extra lord in, ideally. I think having this many provinces with just 3 lords isn't ideal, because my main thing is having this guy, having Throt roam around with Mormal there. Can I get to anywhere from the Under Empire? Is that gonna... Yeah, I really couldn't have asked for a better outcome on this right flank here. Just to have a pretty decently established faction here. Obviously, they're not going to have to worry about stuff this side. And that's going to give them... Yeah, so the only thing really is these guys. They don't seem to be angry with Cult Ferex. I think they're happy in that position. There might be some stuff up here. There's some ogres up here, I think. But yeah, I think we're in a good position there. We've got an Under Empire going. We've got the... Hopefully, once these are built, this will start propagating out on its own. I'm going to try and get contact with Clan Scry down here with the Assassin. that'll give me another faction. All the while I'm building up my relationships with Clonferic, which hopefully will result in a confederacy at some point. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. What do we have here? Hero not moved. Which one's this guy? Okay, yeah. It's still not attacked. He's just damaging the walls constantly. Come on, there's 4 breaches in that wall now. You've got a perfect opportunity to attack it. Oh, I can construct an outpost as well. Let's build an outpost in... Yeah, let's build an outpost there. That'll be helpful. I was hoping to get down to 100 factions by the end of the stream, but oh, we've encountered Sylvania finally. Oh wow, the Wood Elves have been busy. They've been very busy. Look at them. I wonder how much further they've gone actually. Let's see what Sylvania thinks of me. Oh, they're good. They're in good mood. There we go. Non-aggression pact. Yes, we will take that. Thank you. Okay, so Throt is in a good position to start moving back down into Kislev now. I'm kind of happy with this situation over here. Don't need to worry about that. Yeah, and oh, look at this. Let's see. Can we do some wounding? Let's do some wounding. He's managed it as well. Great. What is this Hazel doing? He's just wandering around in the middle of Kislev, just like, yeah, okay, I'm just going to take out some enemies here. Nothing worth building just yet. I'm still waiting for this to grow, so... Yeah, next turn straight away, really quick. Hello, you managed to join the stream. I was about to just kind of wrap this up now. So yeah, you've joined at the end. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy my my stuff. It's a little bit different than normal. Just trying something. I wanted to jump on a stream this evening, but didn't really have an awful lot of chance to get some stuff prepped. One thing I was thinking was maybe doing. I basically have like a tournament in November that I want to attend, and I've basically figured out a way of using my old World Eater's army as a firstborn Space Marine force. Now the trouble is, the new codex seems to have gotten rid of a few of the Horus Heresy units, so like the Relic Terminators have gone, and also the Let's Capture Kislev. I think that's going to be a good little ending to the stream. I think I've sent him too far. Stop. No. You need to come back. I think if we can capture Kislev, I think that's a nice... It's a nice point to end the stream on, I think. We've proven the point that you can run Skaven on legendary difficulty. Whilst only using tier 1 units. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying was the new Space Marine Codex is basically, it's gotten rid of Contemptors and Relic Terminators. So my army that I built for the Horus Heresy consists of 10 Cataphracti and a Contemptor. So I would like to use them, but it doesn't seem like I can. Oh look, he has actually captured a faction. Look at that.
Tunnel in. Always best me lead
Now,
from
the one thing that's just kind of like a... I'm hoping, really, with the codex, is that the new codex is just, well, it's just Space Marines. It's not the individual factions like Blood Angels, stuff like that. So, as long as the Blood Angels list stays the same, I can still run Contemptors and Relic Terminators in there, then I can still run the army. But I do need to build some special weapon teams and some heavy weapon guys as well. So I was probably going to do those on a next stream just because I need to build some stuff. You ever thought of doing Kings of War stuff? It's military agnostic and encourages units that are dynamic. Yeah, I have done Kings of War stuff. I actually have like I did used to play Kings of War actually. I had a what was it now? So I had it was like the Undead faction. I think it's just called Undead. I don't think it's got like a fancy name. You're not having a gift from me. You can get lost. I had figured out you could basically run an army of werewolves if you kind of counted one of the characters as giving him certain magic items. But yeah, I had a little like werewolf army, which is pretty cool. I entered a tournament and I won like one game. It was pretty terrible. But no, it was good fun. Yeah, I had it is a fun game. It's one of those things. I actually, if you go back long enough and go back to some of the old Mantic Games videos on YouTube, I'm actually in quite a few of them because I was responsible for doing let's say the sound might have disappeared because of I've clicked off the main thing, so don't worry about that. So yeah, if you go back to quite a few years ago now, we're talking about 6 years ago now, I think. Yeah, so we go to about 5-6 years ago, maybe about probably 6-7 years ago, actually thinking about it. I'm in a few of their videos. I don't know if they might have taken them down, actually, thinking about it now. You know what? I think they've actually taken them down. That's a shame. I think they have. Let's have a look. Latest. Let's scroll back for 6 years. There is actually one video on there still, which is... I just seen it, and I did actually make it, but it's not actually any of my stuff on there. If you go back and have a look at like the Warpath trailer, and it was like an animated trailer, and I made that for them. Yeah, I think the stuff that we did years ago is like gone now. I don't blame them, to be honest. It was pretty kind of outdated stuff, to be honest. It was all like Kings of War back then. Okay, yeah, so they basically got rid of all of their videos pre me doing them, and it's just a Warpath story trailer, I think, that I made, which is still on there. Or they redid it or something like that. But yeah, I used to do some of their videos on there, so yeah. Back in the day. Werewolf armies are... yeah. The thing is about... I ran them in... What are we in? 3rd edition now? I think I ran them in 2nd edition. Oh, don't be on... there. Okay, so let's take Kislev. I think that'll be a nice little rounding off to the stream. Hopefully, yeah, we can just decisive victory, destroy the walls. Bam! We shall occupy it. Because why not? There we go, done. Kislev standalone as well, which is handy. That's good. Cool. I think we're gonna wrap it up there. We've actually managed to capture Kislev as the Skaven, using only level 1 rats, which is Skaven slaves, clan rats, and wolf rats. So yeah, we've actually done. I think we've done it. I think this worked out okay. Actually, I'm surprised. I thought that the technique would be a lot harder. I think the first few turns were the hardest. I think that's often the case with legendary difficulty anyway. Getting an established kind of foothold, but once we've got like a decent force of factions around us, which we can use as like buffer zones. If you look at this situation here now, this whole right flank is allied to me or friendly with me. So is this northern flank. I've got a C here, which is the only real weakness is this, but there's another guy who's there in between me and a bunch of... Oh, there we go. So it looks like Chaos is just starting to move into... So yeah, I think that would start to help me because it would turn the Empire's attention more towards these guys rather than these guys. I don't know what Slovenia are doing. Can't really see them yet, so... Oh, actually, they're not bad. They're all the way over here, so it might not be too bad. They might be in a pretty good position. So yeah, I think from here, it wouldn't be too difficult. I could basically get the short campaign victory pretty easily, I think. So if we have a look at the short campaign, destroy the Ice Court, which is only, what, two of their settlements are left, and they're both fairly small, so they're not going to be too difficult. And there's also a Chaos faction here. And then I would just need to loot, raise or sack 30 different settlements, which would be pretty straightforward. I could just stay still and just keep looting and raising and sacking the factions around my territory. So yeah, that's pretty easy for a short campaign, to be fair. I don't know how easy it would be with an other Skaven faction. I think the boost that you get through this have made a massive difference. I've been able to like rank up these guys probably more to be a lot more powerful than they would actually be normally. So yeah, let's give that guy weapon strength. Let's give him that. Yeah, this is yeah. So anyway, big thank you to everyone who joined in. It's been a slightly different stream. Probably not necessarily the probably not the kind of normal stream that I've done in the past. I would like to do a few more game streams. Maybe we'll do some stuff like Total War is a bit of a strange one. I don't know how good it is to stream really. I don't really watch these kind of streams, so I'm not really sure how it comes across. But yeah, I will probably be doing some model stuff next time. But I will maybe do some dip in and out of these video game kind of streams later on in the future. So yeah, thank you very much for everyone who has joined me. I will be finishing off this game now, so thank you very much for everyone who joined this, and there is a video coming out next weekend, hopefully, fingers crossed, and after that there's going to be some of the cool stuff. So I'm not going to reveal too much, but some really cool stuff that I've been working on for the last few months, and I think a lot of people are going to be happy to see it. So yeah, thank you very much. I shall see you all on Sunday for the next stream. Should be Sunday. See you later, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.